It's how we starting the pod. It was homecoming, bitches. Like,
that post homecoming suchness got to me, bro.
Jesus Christ, yo.
What a week.
Bro, I'm
What
so...
a weekend, man. I'm not.
Well, one, it's homecoming. It was homecoming, bitches. Two, welcome back to the Bullrush podcast. This is episode 6, right?
7.
Ooh.
Damn, we getting to that point.
Jesus Christ, we stopped counting. Bullrush podcast, either 6 or 7. You know, it'll probably be in the title of the video.
Yeah.
But it was homecoming this week. Well, last week. We recorded a video. It just
wasn't recording.
wasn't recording.
It was so good.
It was one of the better episodes. But you know, eventually it'll become of like one of the episodes that we'll just only release on Patreon. Subscribe.
Yeah. Damn. We were rolling that one out. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we already
Let's go.
We gotta think like 10 steps ahead here, man.
That's facts, though.
Like,
you know, your boy had a fun weekend.
oh, we had a fun weekend. I had a fun week.
I had a fun week, but that weekend just
Oh my god, that week.
topped it off. You know,
I mean, the weekend really was just recovery.
we got that was no recovery for me.
Yo.
Weekend was that tailgate that Saturday.
Oh, it's Bullrush. Oh, it's podcast 7.
Hey.
Hey.
But let's talk New York. Wait, we didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh shit. My name is Shaka Fair. This is my co-host.
Kid Boy Bastille. What it do, y'all?
And today we have a few good topics for you, because you know we have to not only recover and make up the topics that we missed last week or that we did cover, but you know, RIP the video file.
Yeah.
RIP that video file. But what a time to be alive and be a fan of New York football teams. Holy shit. 5-2, 6-1.
Daniel Jones, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Bro, Sauce Gardner looking like him. Breece Hall looking like him. RIP. He injured.
But James Robinson, we will talk about that later.
Like,
James Robinson replacement is great.
like the thing, like the main thing that I feel like is the main knockoff about like both of these two teams is just that, yeah, they won a lot, but it's just like, at least for me personally, I feel like it's a whole lot of ugly wins.
Oh my goodness, we were so close
Like,
to losing that game.
It's like
we were so close. We did everything in our power to lose that game.
it was like, I don't think there was ever like games that we just like were like either team was just like, oh, we're winning the entire game. There's no coming back. It was just like, all right, there's too much time on the clock. All right, you know, we have to make this stop, or this can go out of hand, or we can lose our lead. It wasn't like we were leading multiple possessions. I mean, the Jets were leading multiple possessions, but that was more or less towards the tail end of the game within the fourth quarter, which it's always nice to get like up to a lead at any point of the game, especially a game that leads to a win. But it's just like, it wasn't like we had that game where it was just like we had our neck on the opponents the entire time.
Yeah. I think that shows how much the coaching has improved. Because, man, we went from losing games to pulling these games out in the crunch time.
Robert Saleh keeping them receipts.
Yes, sir. Brian Daboll, starting off, he's a really good coach, so he didn't even have receipts to keep in the first place. He just went right to work.
Yeah, that is the like main surprising thing of like this entire thing. It's just like the Giants was expected to be a team that just was not even supposed to compete, let alone win games. Like, honestly, I thought that at least around this time, you guys would be major like sellers within the trade block period. Like Saquon would have been moved.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones would have been moved. Like a lot of your better players would have already been moved and completely moved towards like rebuilding instead of just like okay. Like, sorry.
You got it.
Like the thing that I feel like is gonna worry me though is that this team isn't good enough to win now, and like it's like the should you guys tank? Because it's just like this roster. Roster is good, but I think it's a few players and a quarterback away from being like where it needs to be. And the rate that you guys are winning right now, you're looking to be picking in either the mid sections because I don't see you going on a deep playoff run. I mean, I don't see you guys going on a deep playoff run, but as we've seen, like this team has a lot of fucking surprises on your hands.
Yes, sir.
But like for the future of this organization, I don't know if this season is going to be the best for y'all.
I'll be honest with you. I think I'm on the quite contrary. A winning season is a winning season. You know,
Yeah.
that attracts talent any day of the week. You can always pick up a quarterback either through the draft or you can sign one. If you find our guy through free agency, hopefully we don't end up like the Broncos. But if you find our guy during free agency, you find the right guy, and we build around them properly, we could literally win another Super Bowl. And I'll be honest with you, like,
I mean, I think it's way too early for a Super Bowl talks.
100%.
For y'all,
I mean, that's contingent of we find our guy. Hey, let's be real here. Daniel Jones looking like that guy. So
Daniel Jones is looking. Honestly, Daniel Jones is looking like a person who can use his legs and his toughness just to like get first downs and just like move, keep the ball, keep the chains moving.
And, you know, and score touchdowns.
Win games is like a very
like he did
big statement.
Like how he did Sunday. Like literally.
Oh no, he definitely willed the Giants to win that game because they definitely locked down Saquon, and when they locked down Saquon, even though he didn't win the ball with his arm, he won the ball with his legs, and no matter how you get the win, you got the win. Mm-hmm. But to talk about the other New York team for a little bit longer, the Jets are in such a weird position right now.
I feel like y'all are in. I'll say this right now. When I looked at our rosters in the beginning of the season,
Mm-hmm.
I expected y'all to be like 500.
Oh yeah, no.
And then same thing with like us. I expected us to be like 0-7 by now.
Yeah.
Respectfully, like it was like.
I'm not even talking about like the roster right now.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like everyone. Like probably we talked about this in like one of the pods that we didn't post. Jesus Christ, we have a lot of pods that we don't post.
Yeah.
When it's just like the Jets are just like such a big maybe team that they could really just be a great team, and then like win a lot of their games, or they could just be a bust team that just loses a lot of the games. The main thing that I feel like is very weird with this Jets team is just look at the injuries that we have. And like our offensive line is completely devastated. Breece Hall, like our main offensive producer, is now out for this season. And now when we need to rely on the pass game the most, Elijah Moore does not want to be a part of it. And it's just like going into the season, the things that we're looking forward to are now kind of getting stripped away because Zach Wilson only played like 3 games, 3-4 games. Even though they won all 3-4 games, he's looked okay. He hasn't looked great, and he's a second-year quarterback. Not expecting him to go out and then just play like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. But it's just like, all right, we're seeing progression from him, but I just want to see a lot more. The offensive line woes is just like, I want them to do a whole lot better. I want Zach Wilson to have a lot more time in the pocket to throw like more precise, not more precise, better balls. Pause.
I mean, the O-line is also injured. Talent back.
I know. No. The entire offensive line is very much injured.
Yeah.
Like, that's why it's such a weird position, because it's just like, all right, the positions that at least from what I can see that we need is that it's already been addressed. Is just injuries. This defense is looking snout, but it's just like, all right, after what we just did in this offseason and like preparing and spending all that money drafting Garrett Wilson, it's just like, all right, eventually this offense can step it up and this offense can put points on the board, but it's just like, all right, this season is looking like, even though we're winning, is looking like it's about to take the turn for the worse at some point soon.
Right.
Because even Elijah Vera Tucker, our best offensive lineman right now is now out for the season. So it's just like, who the fuck's left? Connor McGovern, like
this team is.
But one quick shout out that I forgot to do.
What is it?
Yo, shout out my man Johnny, bro. Come on. How many ice creams you had this season? You had 5. You know how many times he gets ice cream like each year? The average, like I think like 2-3 years ago, his man was getting like 3 ice creams per year. Damn. That's sad. Imagine. Yo, Johnny, I mean ice cream with you, eh? What's up with it?
I'll be honest, that's the best part about it, Johnny.
Yeah,
it is ice cream.
That is the best part, because like that is a highlight of the Jets winning. Just like, yo, Johnny, go get your ice cream.
No, but for like this team, yeah, that O-line, literally, that's the one thing that annoys me about the Jets right now. It's the O-line. It's sad because like Mekhi Becton was the right pick.
You can't be mad at the offensive line because
like, you know
when you look at the I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I feel the exact same fucking way. It's like when you look at the offensive line, like roster wise, depth chart wise, it's like, oh my god, this thing can be so talented. And just if you had all those pieces there that you drafted, that you signed, that you acquired, like it's just like this offensive line group could be like a top 10 offensive line in the NFL, but injuries is really just keeping it, and the injuries and the injuries to the offensive line is now affecting other parts of the team. Thank God we have like a good run game somehow, but it's just like, honestly, you need a good offensive line to be a good team in the NFL, in this
Facts.
league. And the fact that we've done so much to improve the offensive line, and of course injuries happen all the time, but it's just like everyone on the offensive side of the ball is getting injured. But that's my main thoughts, at least on both New York teams. Both teams look really, really good. Both teams are very, very surprising. It's just like, the fuck are we doing? We're winning football games, and it's just like, the New York Jets, New York Giants has at least I personally feel like the New York Giants has an easier schedule, like one of the easier schedules within the league, because remember, even the entire NFC East.
That's facts, though.
The entire NFC East has like a pretty like relaxed schedule, and the Jets are getting out of their tough part of their schedule 5-2.
Yeah, no,
that's fucking crazy.
It's actually insane.
That's really crazy.
I mean, outside of Packers, Titans, and Ravens, we haven't faced like really tough competition.
I mean,
and Cowboys, obviously.
Honestly, I wouldn't say Packers. I wouldn't consider that much of competition.
I mean, it's still Aaron Rodgers.
It's still Aaron Rodgers, but it's just like when you're saying like, oh, teams that, like, I would say like the Titans or the Packers are just like middle. Like, I want to put them higher tier.
I mean, this is Titans' first week of the season.
Not wrong.
Told you. So I mean, like literally, like they coming off of number 1 seed in the AFC.
Not wrong at all.
So I mean, and this is also Packers early in the season coming off of number 1 seed in the NFC. I know it's not the same exact team that they had last season.
I mean, the Packers, I feel like, is really like, that's an entirely different conversation. We'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm.
I think you
they
feel
have
like
a good defense.
I think you feel like the similar way I feel about the Packers. They do have a decent defense, but that offense is just terrible. And I'm like, we're gonna get to that later, but you know, we are in
trade season.
Jesus Christ, this is going by too fast. No, I just got football. I just got football. We're closely approaching the midway part. I can't do it. I
Hey,
can't do it. I really can't. But let's first talk about this Christian McCaffrey trade. How the fuck does the 49ers keep getting like more and more talent?
okay, firstly, let's be
Like
clear. They got good offensive talent, but I think they overpaid. It's a second, a third, a fourth.
they
a fifth,
they definitely overpaid.
right?
They
That's the
got
whole draft.
they got finesse and fleece. They basically got everything but a first. And I'm just like, Christian McCaffrey is a really, 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 really good player, but he also can't stay healthy to save his fucking life. And it's just like everybody's waiting and counting down the time, the games, the seconds before he's injured. And it's just like, all right, yeah, on paper, this looks really, really good for the 49ers. I mean, not even on paper. Like, it just looks good to pencil him into your roster.
Yeah.
But what you gave up for Christian McCaffrey, you could have gotten so much more. The Panthers got exactly what they needed, though, because as a team that's going to rebuild and rebuild heavy, this is something that they just need to just like. This was a trade that they needed to get done, and they needed to happen. And like, if I'm a Panthers fan, I'm looking to be excited these next 2 to 3 years. I still think you need to find a new GM personally, because it's just like what you're doing right now is just getting the draft picks that you just need to hit on. And if you don't trust your GM to draft and hit on these players, then this is all for nothing. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the Panthers are just going to use these picks to draft like high impact players like
they have
Terrace Marshall Jr. Like I don't know, like
I mean,
exactly. These niggas can't draft.
I mean, the thing is just like, even looking at the second, it's more going to be like a third for real. It's not going to be like a true second, because look at
It's the Niners.
it's the 49ers, so they're going to be picking at the later end, like the tail end of the draft. So like, it's really like, because the way that I look
still
at
a
it,
day two pick.
it's still a day 2 pick, but it's really like a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth for real. If we're looking like at the way, like the position of like where the
I see what
49ers
you
are going to
mean.
be taking in the
Yeah.
draft, because I mean, maybe they get kicked out, they get bounced out first round. Yeah, maybe, because Jimmy Garoppolo, but Jimmy Garoppolo normally plays at least pretty good in the playoffs to at least get them at least a win or two.
I mean, the fit like of Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel being your two
Is fucking crazy.
insane, and then on top of
Kittle
that, having the best run
And
blocking
tight end in the NFL,
and
This
then
is-
also having just Trent Williams, a beast, who's like literally a weapon on the O line.
and it's just like,
It's insane. It's actually insane.
it's so odd to me how this team does not have a Super Bowl yet.
No, because
Like,
this
in
is
this, like,
extremely well
Balance, and it's
team.
extremely talented team too. Like,
And then they can't get it done because
their
the quarterback
quarterbacks.
position.
And the main problem, at least right now, is just like their young guy Trey Lance isn't getting any experience
Because he's injured.
because he's injured. He didn't play last year. They're now going back to relying on Jimmy Garoppolo, which he's playing like Jimmy Garoppolo, which is good, but it's like, it's not gonna get you over the hump.
Yeah, good is a stretch.
Oh, I'm talking. Well,
Good is a stretch.
I'm talking about personally when he like first got it back in. I didn't watch any of his recent games personally.
Yeah, that Kansas City game was not his best performance.
Oh no, I didn't look at that Kansas City game yet.
That goal line interception was kind of crazy.
Yeah, so I kind of wrote that game off because I'm like, they're playing against Kansas City. I don't see the 49ers beating Kansas City in the regular season, not at all.
But Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel is insane. We also have to talk about the James Robinson little move.
James Robinson.
He's on the Jets now.
Oh, the running back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
The Brees Hall replacement for the season, unfortunately. But I mean, that's an insane backfield. A running back.
I need a minute. I need a minute just for this. R.I.P. Brees Hall. You know, this nigga is our offense for real. Like, if you watch the game, this man almost carries our offense. He has like the most like scrimmage yards when it comes to both passing and not passing, when it comes to both running and catching the ball. It's just like he is such a talent, and it's just so unfortunate to see him go down, especially within his rookie season, because he was really on pace to being offensive rookie of the year. Mind you, this team also has Garrett Wilson, like another potential. I mean, when Zach first came back, yeah, Garrett Wilson was on pace to being offensive rookie of the year, but Breece Hall was head and shoulders above everybody else. It's just like, yeah, we got a great running back for a phenomenal value in a fifth and a sixth, which is probably going to be like a mid round fifth and a sixth. So we're like a true fifth and a sixth for real. But it's just like, it's just the fact that we have to go out and spend like that just to get a running game just to get a running back. No, not running back. A new running back just to help this offense continue. And this shit's fucking annoying. Like, I can't be mad at what we did because of how necessary the running game is towards our offense. Because some games, like the last one and the one before that, our passing game is just non-existent.
Yep.
But phenomenal value from the New York Jets. They get a great running back that can at least do something for your team in this season. But it's just really unfortunate. Just very unfortunate. But the Panthers are being real sellers right now.
Yeah, we got some crazy trade rumors.
Yeah, like
they're
just trying to move on from any and everybody just so it can get as much draft capital as they possibly can just to move into this next rebuild. And that's why I would be kind of excited as a Panthers fan, because it's just like it shows, all right, this team is now going to move into another direction. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that your first rebuild fucking fell apart, but get the fuck over it.
Facts.
Get the fuck over it.
Our first rebuild fell apart. So
our fifth rebuild fell apart. I don't want to hear shit at all. Be happy. You get another chance to do this. All right. So DJ Moore is being moved on. Where do you think he's gonna end up landing?
I like the Packers, but I also like the Chiefs.
Really?
But
because my personal opinion, I think DJ Moore is gonna land with the Packers. It makes it makes too much sense. Like, if I'm the Packers, I'm doing everything that I fucking can to get a number one, or at the very least a solid number two right out. Because Aaron Rodgers needs some form of weapon, some form of player that he can actually trust. And even though man is kind of bitch made for the way he just talks about his teammates, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. That's the main problem. This nigga is not fucking wrong. It's like his teammates, his wideouts are just okay and mediocre at best. And it's just like,
Romeo Doubs is good.
Yeah, isn't he injured?
Is he? Oh, guess so.
I think he got injured during that Jets game. I don't know if he's back or not.
Oh, shit. Yeah. But I mean, but there is one more team I would love DJ Moore to go to. We do need a wide receiver one. I mean,
okay.
Hey.
Okay.
He's not old.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying
And he would fit our timeline pretty well. So I mean, come to the Giants.
But what are you giving up for that?
Picks.
I'm talking about probably gonna give up maybe a second and a fourth.
I'll do a third and a fourth.
I don't think you're getting GA Moore for a third and a fourth.
I mean, he's pretty fucking pissed with this organization. And
They
have to sell.
He's pissed with this organization, but if I'm the organization, I'm not moving on from DJ Moore until I get a second. I know I can get a second for DJ Moore, no matter how pissed niggas are.
That's fair.
This team can at least acquire 3 second-round picks within this or the next year's draft. They're in pretty good position to do a decent rebuild and rebuild as fast as possible. Where I want DJ Moore personally to go to is the Bears.
Ooh.
The Bears would be a great team for DJ Moore to go to, but the main problem with the Bears is that the first thing that I'm addressing is not the wide receiver group. It's the line. It's the offensive 100%. Line. and just like, and literally, if the Bears do trade for DJ Moore, it's like parking your. It's like literally having a Ferrari next to a Benz in the fucking projects.
Exactly. No, for
I
like
can't.
they need
I
a
can't.
line first.
They need Jesus, and that's what I'm gonna leave it at right now.
Brandon Cooks also on the train block.
Brandon Cooks. You know, you want to hear You want to hear a crazy team? Like in a crazy world, if you want to be petty, you trade Elijah Moore to the Texans and you get Brandon Cooks in return.
You're wilding.
I'm walling the fuck out, but like
You're wilding.
it makes sense.
You're actually damn. You turn on this nigga Elijah Moore so cool.
Oh no! I'm not turning on him. I want him to. I know personally, I want him to be on the New York Jets. But it's just like, if you're looking at players who don't want to be on your team, you like one. I understand exactly what the Jets are doing, and just like, okay, cool the fuck off. Don't play for us for a little bit until you're ready, just like to go back to football. Literally, I don't get why he wants to be traded after like 2-3 weeks, like just really 1 week of not getting a target, and a few weeks of getting like 2-3. If you look at your position group, we have a lot of talent on the field, so it's just like, all right, yeah, you're gonna have to share the ball, but it's not like we're pushing the offense through one specific player. It's like get open and we'll try to get you the ball. But I'm just saying like this as more or less like a way for the New York Jets just to get something back in return as a wideout for Elijah Moore. If like this relationship is unsalvageable, I don't know why, but I'm getting weird Jamal Adams flashbacks right now of just like, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna kick, scream, and shout until I fucking leave, and it's just really weird that a third year wideout is doing this right now. It's just like one thing. Actually, yeah,
he deserves the targets.
He deserves.
Like, in all honesty,
no. In all honesty, he deserves the targets. He's a great and amazing player, but it's just more or less like honestly, it would be different if we were losing and he wasn't getting the targets that he wants. But I'm like, all right, we're winning games, and the team success should be more than your personal success. And I get it's the NFL and it's still a business, and he wants to make as much money as possible. But I mean, I'm not even gonna say and pretend like the Jets are like a Super Bowl contender or something like that. But it's just more or less just like, you'll get your he'll get his day eventually. Like,
he will.
I feel like in the game that we just had with the Broncos, we desperately needed him. Desperately. But the team that I can see Brandon Cooks going to, and Jets more or less is just like I want, like, that's just like more or less like a hypothetical crazy world that happens. Packers, of course, because you need somebody for Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if that guy is Brandon Cooks though. Vikings would be a very, very interesting team.
That would be insane. I would love for him to go to the Vikings, honestly.
Like,
Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Brandon Cooks is absolutely unstoppable.
that would be scary. The thing is, do they even have the picks for it? I think they do. They should. I don't remember them making any crazy trades for it.
And with his cap hit, he can't be expensive pick-wise because he has a crazy cap hit.
That might be the problem.
Which is why I don't think he's getting traded this deadline. Now we go on to, like, there's two edge rushers who are in trade talks, though. Robert Quinn and Brian Burns. And I'll say this right now. I don't... The Giants fan in me does not want them to go to this team because we have to face this team twice, and they're already undefeated. But my goodness, if the Eagles got their hands on Robert Quinn or Brian Burns, they're winning it all.
Oh.
I genuinely believe it. This defense...
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. Can I talk?
Sure.
Let me finish. right?
Cook.
This defense is insane. Simply, you have Darius Slay this season has been playing like he's the best cornerback in the league. James Bradbury has been playing like a top 10 cornerback in the league. Mm-hmm. That is the best cornerback tandem we've seen. Like, this is I've seen in a long time. My fault. Since Antonio Cromartie and Darrelle Revis.
Whoa. Okay.
That's the best corner. It's one of the best tandems I've seen since that.
We'll talk about it.
What tandem have you seen better than these two right now? They're both playing at a top 10 level. Top 10, top 5 level.
Personally, DJ Reed and Sauce, but
okay. But
you telling me otherwise.
I am telling you otherwise.
You're telling me other conversation for a different day. Conversation for a different day.
We could talk about this later. But both are locked down. And then you also have the safeties playing well. And you also have Jordan Davis. Jordan Mailata. Wait, no. Wrong position. But this defense has been amazing. Mm-hmm. You add an edge rusher to get more pressure on the QB.
And then you speed up the entire passing process. Yeah, that should be crazy.
It's unfair. Like, literally, you give him... I would love for him to get Brian Burns. But, obviously, Brian Burns is a better player between Robert Quinn and Brian Burns. But even if you give him Robert Quinn, that's still damn near unstoppable. But if they get Brian Burns, it might be over. I genuinely believe it. What you gotta say, Chop?
Well, I gotta say, I'm currently thinking of a team that they can go to right now.
Chiefs would be a good team.
I was just thinking about the Chiefs. That's hilarious. Like, I was thinking, like, bro, the Chiefs do need an edge rusher, but I'm just like, are they really gonna give up the picks? Do they have enough like cap? Because it's just like, I mean, I'm just thinking of it logistically instead of just like cool shit to just do. Because like, of course, you can just like suit them up in almost any uniform and it looks cool. But the Chiefs definitely do need an edge rusher of some sorts. What other team, honestly?
We need a team that has picks. Do the Bucks have picks? If the Bucks have picks, because they're struggling right now.
Buccaneers? I think the Buccaneers do have picks. They're struggling, but I don't think it's... I don't think they're going to need... I don't think their defense is just struggling enough, but... Let's talk about Roquan Smith.
Oh, yeah.
My team that I think Roquan Smith can go to. Also, Roquan Smith is the linebacker on the Chicago Bears. This dude is fucking insane. If you don't know his name, you should know it already.
No, I say learn. He's like 25 only still.
Oh no. I think he made like his impact on the league that you should know his name by now.
Yeah, 100%.
I personally see him like in a perfect world. Let's see him going to the Cowboys. Because I feel like that team definitely do need linebacker help immediately. But it just like gets into can they do it? And who will they give up for him? Because I don't think they're just giving up picks for like looking at that team. I don't think looking at the Bears, they're more or less looking for players than picks right now.
I think they're looking for picks very much right now. Because what is it? They are a rebuilding team, and they need as many swings.
They need as many
in this upcoming draft as they can get.
They need as many swings. I'm just talking about like they need players right now to help out, like whether that be an offensive lineman.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, I got what you mean.
I'm just talking about like they just need bodies in order to help out with this season, what they can this season, especially right now, because it's gonna be picks and a player. It's not gonna just be picks.
But Roquan Smith on the Cowboys would be insane.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Because that defense is already really good. And adding an off-ball linebacker like Roquan Smith, oh my goodness, that's insane.
Stupid.
That's actually crazy to think about.
Like,
because Micah, damn, bro.
You wouldn't, like, it's already hard to pass on the, on the Cowboys already. So it's just like, he can cover, he can also go in just to stop the run. That man is... He would fit the Cowboys. He would be a game breaker for the Cowboys in the perfect of ways. But where's OBJ? Where's he going?
New York.
Okay. If he's going back home, he's going to the Jets.
Come home. Odell, come home. Odell, come home. I know I'm off key as hell right
You're
now.
off key, off beat.
I'm off beat. I'm off everything right now.
Off everything.
Oh, you know what I'm
crazy.
off? You know, wait.
Off everything is really crazy.
Wait.
Off everything is really crazy.
You want to know what I'm not off on? Nigga, you trying to ruin my punchline. You know what I'm not off on? Odell to the Giants. That's not what I'm off on. It's happening, and I'm here for it.
Personally, I see Odell going to the Jets before he goes back to the Giants. Personally, I think Odell's going to stay with the Rams or... No.
I want him on the Chiefs. If he doesn't go to the Giants, Chiefs.
God, the Chiefs would be crazy.
Him and Patrick Mahomes are literally like, I would tune into every game. Like him and Patrick Mahomes as a connection is.
If the possibility of him going to the Chiefs, I feel like Roger Goodell has to stop that shit. Like, I feel like Roger Goodell has to, like, no.
Bro, Roger Goodell really let him go to the Rams, but he wouldn't let him go to the Chiefs? That's unfair. That's insane.
Like, yeah, no.
I feel
him on the Chiefs would be scary. Because this team is already really good. Like, the thing about the Chiefs is they don't have a real number one, but they have a shit ton of twos.
Yeah.
They have a shit ton of good number twos. And OBJ is, can be a good number one. Like, I think, do you think he still could be a number one?
He's coming off an ACL injury. But he wouldn't be a number one in the season, but he would be a key target in the playoffs.
Yeah, I feel like but remember, it's Kansas City.
That's true.
Like, I feel like OBJ could be number one. Like, if he goes to Kansas City, yeah.
I mean, there is one team that I've heard about, and he did visit, his favorite young wide receiver from LSU.
Oh.
The Vikings. That shit would be so much fun. Because, real talk, the main reason I love Justin Jefferson so much, and you know this, if everybody who knows, Odell's my favorite player ever.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason that I love Justin Jefferson so much. Justin Jefferson literally is the embodiment of what Odell would have been if healthy.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Justin Jefferson. They're both electric players who dance and ends up. They're both extremely electric players. Elite route runners, create tons of separation, can make any catch. Like, you throw a ball up to them, they can make any 50-50 catch. Like,
their catch radius is stupid.
It's insane. They're both, absolutely insane. So for them to be on the same team would be magical to watch. If Odell can't come to the Giants, scratch the cheese. I would love for him to be the Vikings. That would be so much fun.
When you said that, I was thinking, yeah, Vikings do make sense, but another fun team that would, like, OBJ could go on, Bengals.
That shit would be too much fun.
That should be fun.
That's too much. Because it's like, at least the Vikings, okay. Like he replaces KJ Osborne. Do you really think Odell's replacing Tyler Boyd off that, as the third guy?
No, that's the thing.
That's the thing.
He would definitely be the fourth option.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be as much fun.
It wouldn't be as much fun. It would just be a cool idea to just have OBJ and Jamar Chase running out at the same time.
That's just fun as hell.
Imagine you, your number one is on Jamar Chase and your number two is guarding Odell Beckham Jr.
That's unfair. And then your number three, then you literally have to use your slot corner to guard T. Higgins. That's unfair. That's not right. That shit should be illegal. But imagine that with Justin Jefferson, and then your number two is on Thielen or Odell. And then remember this fact. Justin Jefferson's going to be lined up. So a linebacker.
Your slot is playing Justin Jefferson. Your linebacker is playing Justin Jefferson. Your one is playing fucking Adam Thielen.
That's not fair. That's not right.
Stupid.
That's not right. That shit should be illegal.
I mean, then that gets into illegal formations. And
yeah, you know what I mean.
That would be stupid. Yeah, no, that would be fucking.
But Odell to the Giants, firstly. But if he doesn't go to the Giants, let's be real, that's not happening. That's not that likely. But I'd love for him to go to the Giants. But the Vikings, yeah, that shit got me smiling. That shit got me grinning ear to ear.
But
Let's
at least
talk about things that don't have me grinning in your ear.
let's talk about the teams that piss me off the most.
Here we go, Chuck.
Let me.
You got Colts, right? You got them. My fault. I actually revealed it. It's the Colts.
Oh no, it doesn't matter.
Here we go.
So going into the season, I thought out of teams that have like the potential to be really, really, really good going in, the Colts could be one of those teams to do it. The Colts could be one of those teams who had a really rough, rough last year, had a decent to good last year, barely just missed the playoffs. The only thing that I feel like they were really missing was a quarterback. And they went out and they signed Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan, at least I thought Matt Ryan was not the problem within that Falcons offense. I thought Matt Ryan played good to decent with the talent that the Falcons had and provided him with. So when I heard, holy shit, the Colts are signing Matt Ryan, the Colts might be a legitimate team in the NFL. Bro, that was the dumbest shit I could have ever thought in my entire life. I'm sorry. This fucking team sucks. This team is god awful. Matt Ryan is playing worse than fucking Carson Wentz. How the fuck you play worse than Carson Wentz? Like, the interceptions at the worst times possible. It's like this team gets, like, they don't get close to winning. They get close to being in the game, and then they lose. I don't know. What is their record right now? Like, currently, what is their record right now? And it's it's like 3-4 and 1 and some shit, right? Because it's something stupid. I don't understand how they have like a decent record right now. But this team looks god awful almost every single game that they do play. Like, this team looks awful. From offense, defense looks okay, but it's still just as bad. Their offense is god awful. They can't even move the ball. They can't get first downs. Tyrod Taylor isn't looking like him. Like, yo, like, what is going on with this team? And it's just like, even when things do work, even when Matt Ryan is playing okay, it's just like the drops happen. This team just gets in its fucking way at all stages of the game. And I can't do it. I can't keep putting myself to watching this game. Like, it's really worse than watching Jets football. Old Jets football.
Get him, Chuck.
I'm like,
this team got 24 skunked by the Jaguars.
This team had so much potential. This roster looks nice on paper, but it's an on-paper roster and an on-field league, and this fucking team cannot perform.
And that coach is an on-paper ass nigga. I thought he was going to be a good coach. That's what I'm disappointed about. This motherfucker can't coach. God damn. Motherfucker's wasting everybody. Wasting Shaq Leonard. Free Shaq. Free my nigga. Free Jonathan Taylor. Free free Alec Pierce. He a rookie. He don't deserve to have his career be here.
Bro.
Free Michael Pittman Jr.
Bro, like,
disgraceful.
This team is playing so bad that I'm just like, do you need to rebuild? Do you need to retool? Because, like, at this point,
they need Jesus.
They really do. Because at this point, they really just benched Matt Ryan for an unproven rookie quarterback. And that's not even, like, and I'm not even mad at it because of how bad Matt Ryan's been playing. Because this team needs some new form of life. This team is literally just trying everything and throwing shit at the wall just to figure out what the fuck sticks. And nothing is working at all.
That's what they dumbass selves get for being in love with all these white quarterbacks. Look at that. Hey.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Hey, to be fair, let's be real here. If I remember correctly, it was Jim Irsay. No, it was the former Colts GM who called Lamar Jackson, who said Lamar Jackson should try to wide receiver. That tells you a lot about his QB knowledge. Motherfuckers hit on one pick. No. This is why I'm pissed.
They didn't hit on one. They didn't hit on one pick. They just ruined Andrew Luck's entire career.
Yes, they would hit on one.
And then the entire football gods cursed him with terrible quarterback play from then.
Yeah, and they fucking This is what one calls fucking karma, because these fans booed Andrew Luck after he retired. This man had a punctured lung. This man played his heart out for Indian. Who the fuck is willing to play their heart out for Indianapolis? Who you know from Indiana that isn't named Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson from Indianapolis?
Gary, Indiana. It used to be a cool city. But who the fuck is like, no, really, who with anybody with two brain cells to rub together is not playing in Indianapolis? I'm sorry. I can't. I'd rather play in Detroit.
No, bro.
I'm not playing in Indianapolis. Are you kidding me? Yo, shitty ass city.
I'm sorry, but like Detroit is where people go to, like, careers go to die.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I can't. Detroit. No. No.
Like,
the only thing that like that's too big of a statement, bro. Like, nah, I can't do Detroit, bro. I can't do Detroit, bro. Anything but Detroit. Like, shit, send me to the Browns. Like, at least I can lose with relevancy. Like, oh my god, we're so dog shit of how, like, we're losing. The line is just like as expected. Like, no, I can't. No, anything but.
No, but for real, like, this
Colts team is.
I'm not gonna go off on them because, like, I'm gonna go off. But, like, it's just like, how do y'all waste Andrew Luck and then finally put everything together? Like they refused. They fucking refused to actually fix that old line that entire time Andrew Luck was there.
Yep.
And now motherfuckers are just like, oh, snap. Shit. Let's do that. And now they can't get a quarterback. Good for their dumbass selves. That's what they get. I'm done. Now let's move on to the... Do you have any more things you want to say about the Colts?
No.
Okay. Let's talk about the Packers.
This team is just a waste of breath at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm not wasting my breath on that team.
This team is a waste of breath.
Yeah. Respectfully, trade Shaq, Leonard, trade DeForest Buckner. Y'all, they don't deserve... They don't deserve.
Can y'all just go back to the basement already? I'm sorry.
Trade Stephon Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore's been playing well. Trade him.
Let's move on to the Packers.
You know I've been waiting for this.
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about this team.
You know I've been waiting for this one. Well,
I'm gonna put my mic down. I'm gonna let you go.
Just gotta check this shit working. I could spark up. We smoking that cheesehead pack. I've been waiting for this moment. Aaron Rodgers talked about, not wanting to be immunized. And then the motherfucker got immunized from playoffs, and now he's immunized from the playoffs for the rest of his fucking career. And I love to see it. But respectfully, let's be real here. What's going on with the Packers is not Aaron Rodgers' fault. This Packers just cannot build a team around this. They can't get him another wide receiver. The Devontae Adams situation as a whole was bad. And I think it also shows how bad of a teammate that Aaron Rodgers is. The way I'm about to rip into these Packers, how the fuck do y'all fumble such a good secondary?
I want next. I'm not even gonna hold you. But...
How do y'all fumble Rashawn Gary playing well, being one of the best young edge rushers in the league? How do y'all fumble that? How do y'all fumble Kenny Clark being one of the best nose tackles in the league? How do y'all fuck that up? This is a studded defense. Y'all just needed one wide receiver. Y'all need just one wide receiver. And y'all motherfuckers couldn't get that? Are y'all serious right now? Jarvis Landry was there. Odell was there. Julio Jones was there. All these wide receivers were there.
He's still there.
He's still there.
Like, he's still there.
But they refused to fucking sign him. And I think this is... Man, this team just pisses me the fuck off. Matt LaFleur is actually genuinely a good coach. That's the thing that really pisses me off. Like, it's good coaching now. Like, the special teams can't do shit. Nobody can do shit for this team. And I really want to highlight, because now motherfuckers don't really want, I don't think niggas are talking about this enough, but can we talk about the fact that Aaron Rodgers is a horrifically bad leader? Like, how bad of a leader do you have to be for...
Nah, bro, tag me in game.
For Devontae Adams to want out?
Tag me in game.
Tagged in.
Let's go. Game. No. Aaron Rodgers is a dog shit leader. We know this. Like, it's not the fact that, like, he can't throw a football 70-plus yards. He can't run an offense. He's a shitty leader. He throws his teammates underneath the bus, and he goes, like, it's just like, bro, what happens in the locker room stays in the locker room, and the shit that you think does not need to be said, at least to the public. We can understand the fact that you don't have any good wide receiver, but there's no fucking reason why you should be going on Pat McAfee and be like, man, these niggas can't catch. Not at all. Like, we can see that shit.
Like, bro,
but you don't need to go out and say it. Like, we understand this team needs a number one wideout. This, like, we understand that you need a little bit more help, but it's just like, all right, your team didn't provide you with that help. You're gonna have to just sit it out and take this season on the chin. The main problem is, it's just like, how the fuck is this team so fucking talented at everywhere else except for wide receiver, and you can't get shit done? Yeah, you're Aaron fucking Rodgers. Yeah, you don't have a number one, but you should at least try to, like, not try to, but be such a good talent. You should able to bring up these players. Yeah. Do you not have a number one wideout? No. Do you not have a number two wideout? No. You have a bunch of just random people from off the street and the side of the corner that you just randomly threw together, and that's the problem on the GM. Honestly, this defense is great. This running back group is great. This line is okay, and you have Aaron fucking Rodgers. The only position group that you're missing right now is wideouts. And right now, you can get a wideout in anywhere in the draft. Fuck, we just listed out like 4 wideouts you can get on trade block right now. It's just like, all right, you can't, like, you lose to the Giants, the Jets, and the Washington Commanders. This is not just we need a wide receiver. This is we need to figure some shit the fuck out. And it's like, Matt LaFleur might be a good coach, but right now this team is not playing like it, because a good offensive mind coach could scheme people open. You don't need somebody to run themselves open. But at the end of the day, the main problem is, and I feel like this is the main thing that I feel like would hold Aaron Rodgers back as a player, his interaction with his teammates, especially within the media, and how he treats his team within the media.
Tag me in. If Aaron Rodgers was such less of a dickhead, this motherfucker would have so many more rings.
Like, niggas would play with him. Like,
bro is like the walking embodiment of white privilege. Like, I swear to God. Like, he just walks around like, him and Brett Favre are the walking embodiments of white privilege. Look, motherfuckers want to talk about, okay, you know what QB has been struggling without a wide receiver one for the past few seasons? A black man by the name of Lamar Jackson. You know what he's done through that. To be fair, Aaron Rodgers won back-to-back MVPs.
National Tight End Day.
He wanna. To be fair, let's be real here. Lamar Jackson did have Mark Andrews, but compare their records right now, and the Ravens are playing better. Because you wanna know why? Lamar is a fucking leader who uplifts Devin Duvernay, who uplifts Rashad Bateman. Even though I'll sit here, anybody with football knowledge understands that, hey, this is not the best wide receiver group he has. But you guess what? He uplifts them. Unlike Aaron Rodgers, who goes in and starts shitting on a rookie. Christian Watson is a rookie. Romeo Doubs is a rookie. These guys are rookies. This is their first time playing. And they're like, damn, I get to play with Aaron Rodgers. And this man, Aaron Rodgers, starts shitting on him. That's crazy. I don't know what the problem is with fucking with Green Bay. But damn, good thing their uniforms are green because my goodness, I'm smoking on that pack. I've been waiting for that one for a minute because Aaron Rodgers has been a walking, talking dickhead for long enough. And yeah, you know what? I normally don't hate players as people, but my goodness, Aaron Rodgers makes it very hard for me to try and draw a line in the sand for that rule. Mainly because of his conspiracy theory bullshit that he wants to be like, oh yeah, he wants to be anti-vax and shit. That's what his dumbass gets. This is exactly what his dumbass fucking self gets. He doesn't want to be immunized? Fine. He'll be immunized from being on a Super Bowl contender for the foreseeable future. And I'll say we both ripped into the Colts and the
Cheeseheads.
And the Cheeseheads, but respectfully, those two teams could make a deal. You know what I mean? One, Aaron Rodgers traded to Indianapolis. I mean, that's a pretty damn good football team. I'm not gonna lie, that's a Super Bowl winning team right there, in my opinion. But we'll fucking see.
The whole that Indianapolis would have to give up is crazy.
Yeah.
But let's move on to the picks.
What is it? Week 8?
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
I think it's week 8. Yes, week 8.
Let's start it off. We gonna do our 3-minute timer? Go.
Ravens, Buccaneers, 3-2-1 Ravens. Broncos, Jaguars, 3-2-1
Jaguars.
Panthers, Falcons, shit bowl, 3-2-1
Falcons.
Falcons. Bears, Cowboys, 3-2-1 Cowboys.
Bears. We'll talk.
No.
We'll talk.
Cowboys. No, I got Cowboys taking that. Dolphins, Lions, 3-2-1 Dolphins.
Ooh.
Dolphins.
Lions.
Oh, they're at Lions. Dolphins. We'll talk. No, Dolphins. Cardinals, Vikings, 3-2-1 Vikings. Raiders, Saints, 3-2-1 Saints. Patriots, Jets, 3-2-1 Patriots.
Jets.
No, I'm going Patriots here. This is something that, I'm going Patriots here. We can talk about it later. Steelers, Eagles, 3-2-1 Eagles. Titans, Texans, 3-2-1 Titans. We'll talk about it.
Why are you so angry, bro?
We'll talk about it later. Commanders, Colts, 3-2-1
Colts.
Commanders. 49ers, Rams, 3-2-1
Niners.
Rams. I'm going Rams here. It's a toss-up, honestly. We could talk about it later. Giants, Seahawks, 3-2-1 Giants.
This one's tough. It's at Seattle.
It's at Seattle? I'm going Seattle.
Seattle.
I'm going Seattle. Sorry, 12, man. Packers versus Bills, 3-2-1 Bills. Monday night game, Bengals, Browns, 3-2-1 Bengals. 30.
Okay. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about a few teams while we are doing the picks because it's like we can just give out picks, but not explain why. I don't think we really need to talk too much about Ravens versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers has not been playing really good recently. Lamar Jackson, I think, can definitely beat this Buccaneers defense, at least, both with his arms and his legs. So, that's what I really have for this Thursday night game. But it is actually like a Thursday night game that I would actually watch.
Thank
Holy
goodness.
Shit. Like I actually kind of look forward to seeing this matchup. It's not like I'm watching the Panthers and Falcons. Ew.
I'll explain my Bears pick.
Yeah, I don't get that Bears pick.
I think this offense, last night's game showed us this offense is finally getting it together.
This offense can get it together, but against the Cowboys defense,
yeah,
I don't see it.
I can see it happening.
And plus, I don't see them. I don't remember Dak Prescott is back.
That's true. Yeah,
I don't see them. I don't see the Bears offense really taking.
It's just something in the air, man. Like literally, that's what happened. Last, remember, hey, you can confirm this. Panthers, Bucks. I chose Panthers. Did I not?
I honestly can't remember.
I remember choosing the Panthers. So there's something like.
Personally, your Max Chaos radar is fucking stupid.
But like, it's not always like max chaos just for the sake of chaos. It's like I can see it happening. Because I will say this, I can see this defense dominating. I can see
The Bears defense dominated?
it's a good defense. Jalen Johnson could have himself a good game. I'm looking at Eddie Jackson though to have himself a good game. Robert Quinn, if they're not traded by then, Robert Quinn, Roquan Smith, obviously going to have themselves some good games. Roquan Smith is good at getting turnovers, so I mean, yeah.
I mean, this is a game, like, I'm just going to have to believe it when I see it. Like, I really don't see this team.
I think we see it.
I don't.
The offense finally coming together.
The offense did click last game, but I don't see it.
Like the Justin Fields.
Remember, it's a short week too. They literally just played Monday, so they have to like instantly go up to prep for the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys aren't a bad team.
No.
Like I don't see them, and they're playing at Dallas.
Yeah,
And you still see them walking out with a win?
I could see them.
Yeah, no. Let's talk about Jets versus Patriots.
I get why you chose the Patriots.
Yeah, I
I see what you mean. It's Bill Belichick.
It's Bill Belichick against the Jets. He always tries to find a way to embarrass the Jets. And if we just look at our injuries, it's just we are injured everywhere. And the only way that we can really win this game is if Zach Wilson beats Bill Belichick with his arm.
Yeah,
I don't know if Zach Wilson's there yet. At least within his development as a quarterback.
I'll be honest with you, I did not think Justin Fields was there yet.
Me neither.
And I think this Patriots defense is finally starting to show some cracks.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time.
Yeah, but remember, it's Bill Belichick against the Jets, and one thing Bill Belichick is prepared for is to play against the New York Jets.
That's fair.
So that's the main reason why I have them losing against the Jets. Plus, 5 wins straight is really crazy, but who knows? Crazier things have happened in this league. 49ers versus Rams. This is a match that can really go either way.
Niners always do good against the Rams. That's why I always go Niners.
Yeah. But they also did win the last game. And not like I don't really. They normally go 1-1. They don't normally get swept in them playing against each other. So because the 49ers won their last matchup, I feel like I edged it out to the Rams a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But like literally, this matchup can go either way. Giants versus Seattle is weirdly a good game. Holy that's
a fun game. That's actually a really, really fun game.
That is weirdly a good game.
I think I'd rather watch the Giants Seahawks than the Niners Rams.
You're not wrong.
Because both games are good. Don't get me wrong.
The only game that I don't really want to see from that 4:00 block
is the Commanders Colts.
Yeah, Commanders Colts and Titans and Texans.
I feel bad for people who gonna get that as their nationally televised game.
I think we get that as a nationally. No, not Texas, Indianapolis.
Don't.
No. We get the shit games.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we get. Remember, we're in Atlanta.
No, but the Niners game should be
The Niners game is playing.
Should be game of the week.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's like, don't scare me like that, bro.
Maybe I don't know.
Oh, Tennessee, fuck off.
Yeah, we got. Remember, they're in Texas, and we got the Indianapolis. So that block might be.
I forget how close Tennessee is.
Yeah, Atlanta.
What the fuck?
Browns versus Bengals. I can weirdly see the Browns taking this. Actually, weirdly enough.
Is Myles Garrett back?
I don't know yet. But
TJ Watt's one injured. Never mind.
But I feel like, but that's really like the picks. It doesn't like. We're not in that stage of football yet to where we'd be like, this is you have to watch this just to figure out playoff seeding and shit like that. It's just more or less like, it's one of those weeks that's just like, it's all right. There's a few matchups that I want to see. There's a few ones I don't really give a fuck about.
Exactly.
But that wraps up episode 7 of the Bullrush podcast. Thank you for watching. I am your host, Chaka Fair, and this is my co-host,
Kidboy Bastille. Take care, y'all.
Peace out.
Be easy and rest up.
Yeah. Okay.